Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things tennis. Make sure to like and subscribe for thrilling content about obscure tennis facts. Now, if you've ever wondered why tennis players look like they raided their posh aunt's all-white wardrobe or why anyone would queue for longer than it takes to actually play a match, you've come to the right place. Today, we're serving up some piping hot Wimbledon facts that are more surprising than finding a decent pastry at a sporting event. Buckle up because we're about to deep dive into the hallowed grounds of Wimbledon. Wimbledon. The mere mention conjures up images of pristine grass courts, players dressed like escapees from a Victorian garden party, and a smattering of British celebrities pretending to like sports. But here's the thing. Wimbledon stands alone as the last bastion of professional tennis played on grass. Every other Grand Slam has embraced more modern surfaces, but Wimbledon clings to its grassy roots like it's afraid of getting a nasty rug burn. And honestly, who can blame them? It's tradition. It's what makes Wimbledon, well, Wimbledon. Let's talk about the dress code, shall we? Because Wimbledon takes its tennis whites very, very seriously. And by seriously, I mean they make the US Open's dress code look like a rave in a paint factory. We're talking all white everything. Shirts, shorts, skirts, socks, shoes, even underwear. Legend has it a lines judge once penalized a player for having a colored bra strap. It's like Wimbledon is run by a very uptight flock of swans. Ah, the royal box. That hallowed shaded perch where the queen and her corgis, esteemed guests, gather to watch tennis and perhaps, just perhaps, crack a smile. We're talking royalty, dignitaries, and celebrities who probably had to Google, "What is tennis?" on the way in. You might think being a ball person at Wimbledon is all about fetching stray balls and looking adorable in your uniform, and you'd be half right. But don't let the cute outfits fool you. These kids are highly trained professionals. They go through a rigorous selection process that makes getting into Harvard look like a walk in the park. We're talking military precision, lightning-fast reflexes, and the ability to hold a tennis ball for an uncomfortably long time without blinking. They're like tiny, well-dressed ninjas of the tennis world. Wimbledon without strawberries and cream is like a Shakespearean play without the tights. It just doesn't feel right. It's a tradition as old as time itself. Or at least as old as Wimbledon itself, which, let's be honest, feels pretty darn close. Every year, spectators consume an astonishing amount of strawberries and cream. It's enough to make you wonder if they're actually playing tennis at Wimbledon or just hosting the world's largest garden party. Ah, the Wimbledon queue. A testament to human endurance, a symbol of dedication, and a logistical nightmare for anyone who lives within a 5-mile radius. Every year, thousands of people descend upon Wimbledon, pitching tents and braving the elements for a chance to witness tennis history. It's like a music festival, but instead of overpriced beer and questionable hygiene, you get overpriced strawberries and the faint whiff of desperation. For years, rain was as much a part of Wimbledon as strawberries and cream. A drizzle could delay matches for hours, forcing spectators to huddle for cover and players to practice their best bored waiting faces. But then, in 2009, everything changed. Wimbledon unveiled its retractable roof over center court, a marvel of engineering that could shut out even the most persistent drizzle. It was a bittersweet moment. No more rain delays, but Wimbledon had lost its most British characteristic. In the annals of tennis history, the 2010 Wimbledon match between John Isner and Nicolas Mahut holds a special place. Why? Because it was longer than a Lord of the Rings marathon, a season of your favorite TV show, and possibly your attention span combined. We're talking an 11-hour, 5-minute epic battle of wills that spanned 3 days and left everyone wondering if anyone had remembered to feed the ball boys. The final score? 70-68 in the 5th set, in case you were wondering. It's a testament to human endurance, the limits of television scheduling, and the fact that sometimes you just have to call it a draw. Back in the day, Wimbledon champions received a pittance for their efforts. We're talking a few shillings and probably a pat on the head for good measure. Thankfully, times have changed. These days, the prize money at Wimbledon is enough to make your head spin faster than a Roger Federer serve. We're talking millions of dollars for the winners, and even first-round losers walk away with a tidy sum. Wimbledon. The name itself evokes images of grassy courts, elegant players, and enough strawberries and cream to sink a small island. But like all good stories, Wimbledon has a beginning. It all started back in 1877, on a patch of croquet lawn outside a club in Wimbledon, England. The first tournament was a modest affair, with 22 players and a handful of spectators. Well, folks, there you have it. 10 quirky, surprising, and slightly unbelievable facts about Wimbledon. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Wimbledon, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tennis-themed shenanigans. Thanks for watching. And remember, always hold your applause for a double fault. It's the polite thing to do.